Breaks over, Georgie. Game 2, Day 2 of the MacDonald Cup, brought to you by Extreme Threads. Welcome into BC Sports TV. Tino Farah, I'll be your voice here for this game number 2 of the day. Cameraman extraordinaire George Parra to my left, and the defending champs are back at it as the Prince Albert Predators make their way towards the face-off circle. The defending MacDonald Cup champions 1-0 after a shellacking 23-5 over the West Kootenay Timberwolves in their first game of the tournament yesterday. They'll face off against the also 1-0 Westshore Bears, who took down the hosts, the Valley Sturgeon, in the nightcap last night 15-9. That we are underway. Starting goaltenders in this game for the Predators, Joey Juchas will get the start. And at the other end, I believe it's Nolan Van Sickle in between the pipes right now for Westshore. George, I was teasing some stats, and they score right away. 19 seconds into the game, Prince Albert will strike early. Chase Lehner. Okay, well, I'll get to those stats in a moment here. Excuse the score bug here, folks. It is 1-0, not 7-0, Prince Albert. After the early goal by Chase Lehner. One shot, one goal. Might they get another one? A twister. Van Sickle keeps his stick down. He'll make the stop. Okay, so back to those tidbits that I was provided earlier, George, as Westshore will look for their first offensive set. You know what, maybe based on how things have started, I'll wait a second and let the play slow down here a little bit. There's 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock, not even a minute through here, and Prince Albert will cause a turnover. George, this team has not lost a game since May 7th of 2023. They are back-to-back champions of the Prairie Gold Lacrosse League. They went 20-0 last year and won the MacDonald Cup. Of course, we already mentioned the defending champs. And this team is 45-1-1 under their head coach, Lucas Wells, as of their win yesterday. Shout out to Caden Prediger, who sent me that message this morning as Westshore goes the other way and ties the game. Shot for shot early. There's the original move from distance, and then diving across the crease, airborne, baby. That's a big one for the Bears, and I believe it was Elliot Cornett potted that one home. George, we're not even 90 seconds in, and we got a draw an even game once again, 1-1. That's a great answer back by the Westshore Bears, who have possession off of another face-off win. Haven't even gotten any goaltending stats in this game just yet. I'll try to load those up in just a moment here because, again, the Bears have possession. Working from the wrong side and firing a shot is Logan Hildebrandt. There's a couple of Hildebrandts on this Westshore team. Aiden, the other one. There's a hit from behind, and that's going to be an 8-second count, causing a turnover. Here comes the Westshore captain, Tavis Olsen. He's tripped up, knocked down from behind. There's no call on that one either, and he's a little bit slow to get up, actually. Tape up on that right calf, it looks like. And he'll go off gingerly towards the Westshore bench as the Preds get another shot. Van Sickle makes the save. Loose ball through the middle of the floor. There's another collision, and interference is going to be called against the Predators, who have a man shaken up themselves, as the Bears will go the other way, and the save is made by Juchas. Both goaltenders settling in with a couple of saves to their names. Here come the Preds. Talon Sandry had 4 goals in their victory over West Kootenay yesterday. Pass through, down low to the corner. The goal scorer, Lehner, from distance, a big rebound out of the stick of Van Sickle and over to the far side boards. The loose ball is batted ahead. The Preds will be able to collect and slow this down in this 1-1 game. Preds will go to work here early in the clock. 18 seconds still to work with. Interference is called on the pick and roll, and got to be careful. Is that going to be called? Yes, it will. Delay of game to Talon Sandry, pleading his case. Doesn't like the call, but it does not matter. Delay of game will be called. City of Abbotsford is a strong supporter of the MacDonald Cup and our thriving local sports community, from world-class parks and recreation to vibrant events in a welcoming neighborhood. Abbotsford is the place to live, work, and play. Learn more at abbotsford.ca. First look at the power play in this game, and it goes to the Westshore Bears. Had some success with the man advantage yesterday with their win over Valley. The initial shot goes to the corner, and a good defensive recovery as the Predators will look to go shorthanded. Pass was just out of the reach of Tucker Prodale, but he'll continue to do battle and will win said battle behind enemy lines all on his own right now. Ben Majorkey will pin him. Ball gets knocked down, but the Preds keep it alive. 10 to shoot, working through to the middle. A shorthanded chance maybe upcoming, but electing to pull it out. Now shoot from distance, and a smart shot at that. It goes off of the right glove of Nolan Van Sickle and out of play. The Preds will be able to eat at least another 30 seconds of this penalty. We'll see how aggressive the penalty killers, or rather the defensive power play unit of the Bears is. One man pressuring, a safety man through the middle. So the Preds will keep it around the perimeter. DiBattista will keep his man, Braden Reger, at bay. Driving through, Van Sickle got the right pad out. Bears will collect from their defensive zone. 39 seconds remaining in their power play. Shots early favor the Preds, 6-3. As Rant will run point on this power play. Connor Rant takes a look over to his right. Hildebrandt, Aiden, I should say, working at the shooter spot. Now back to the point. Rant tries to drag his defender as the ball will go down to the corner. Rant with it again, 3 to shoot. He'll fire, and don't think that made its way on target. Took a deflection and goes far side. Now just 10 seconds left in the power play. And look out as streaking over across the floor, Logan Hildebrandt came across and took away what could have potentially been a shorthanded fast break chance. But now we're back to even. 0 for 1 in the power play are the Bears. Majorkey, the late man, to join the offense. Lefty strong right now for the Bears. Majorkey will fire, and where is it? It's underneath. Juchaz took a peek behind him. Defender came in to help him out. Good pressure from the Bears. They'll cause another turnover. Hildebrandt will spin. Retreat back to the perimeter. Absorbs a slash and draws a penalty. Preds don't like it. Hildebrandt still with it though. Van Sickle to the bench, 6-on-5 coming up. Hildebrandt will shoot, takes a hit. The rebound falls in front. They get another shot, and Van Sickle denies. Excuse me, that was Joey Chuchaz. Some rough stuff as the whistle blows play dead and brings another Bears power play to the forefront. Serving the Fraser Valley since 1997, Sapphire Creative delivers bold, custom marketing solution that makes your brand shine. From vehicle wraps and branded apparel to eye-catching design and promotional products, let them help out your business and grow. Learn more at sapphirecreative.com. Chance for a do-over now with the man advantage after an unsuccessful set just a few moments ago. Here's Hildebrandt. Pass through is on, but the shot is off. Rebound fell to an open area, and the Preds will collect. On the run goes Tucker Prodale. Sees a double team mounting, gets on his jets and works it down to the corner. He runs into that same double team, now pinned behind, and can't help but backpedal into the crease. That's a good bit of pressure deep in the defensive zone of the Bears to get possession back, and still 3/4 of their power play to work with, 125 to be exact. Here's Aiden Hildebrandt. Dishes to the point. Connor Rant thought about the pass, decided to shoot. Can't catch Joey Juchaz, by surprise on that one. Now the Preds want a penalty call. They're not going to get it, but they'll get a short-handed chance, and Van Sickle will make the stick save. Makes another one for good measure. And now the Bears will look to go. Hildebrandt still with it. That's a healthy slash. Officials letting him play here, but Aiden Hildebrandt will spin away from some pressure. Pass down low was not a great one, but good job to keep play alive, and the Bears' power play still has some time. A bouncer from a sharp angle, and Juchaz makes the stop falling back, and there is another penalty being called. Is it to the Preds again? Slashing. And it will be. 30 seconds of 5-on-3 coming up for the Bears. George, I might pay all my bills here, or our bills, in this first period. Discover the heart of the Fraser Valley with Tourism Abbotsford. From farm fresh flavors and scenic wineries to vibrant events and outdoor adventures, Abbotsford has something for everyone. Plan your visit today at tourismabbotsford.ca. Low shot. Juchaz makes the save. Look out, the Preds still want to press despite being down 2 players right now, but only for the next 13 seconds, so they can get that down to just a regular penalty kill. A nice move, splitting a couple of defenders. Tucker Prodale did a good job on his last penalty killing set and doing some more work here. 1 penalty down. 5-on-4 for the Bears, 6 to shoot. That one goes wide and falls to the waiting stick. Jacob DiBattista, he'll clear the center line and let the power play go back to work. Ben Majorkey looks back, finds Rant. Late man to join will be Callum Eastman. Fake pass shot, looking short side, and the glove stopped by Juchaz. Fresh 30 for the Bears. 50 seconds remaining in their power play. 11-10 remaining in the period. That shot from Rant is off the mark, ends up behind the net. Predators can kill almost the remainder of this power play if they want. They got slow numbers here. The pass down to the crease was in and out of the stick. Paul Piche couldn't quite knock it down, so that'll give the power play one last opportunity. So they'll make their way back onto the floor. Max Harvick joins the power play. Connor Rant is going to sneak down to the corner. Slow motion. He'll go to the outside instead. A shot that took a deflection ends up in deep. Rant gets a slash off. This has been a massive penalty killing effort in the first period for the Predators. Their offense did the work in their win yesterday. Now it's the penalty killers that will carry the bulk of the play, and they'll go back to work 5-on-5 for the first time in a while. Chance down low off the post and in! It's the captain, Braden Shuchuk. Moments into 5-on-5 action resuming. Goes untouched down low behind all the defenders. Off the post, off the goaltender, and in. Predators reclaim the lead. Goals now from Shuchuk and Chase Lehner. And another chance off the draw win, sent wide. What a chance that was for Sam Cooper. Did a good job on draws yesterday as well. Lehner retreating to the perimeter. Screen is set. He's on his wrong side. Fakes a no-looker, maintains possession, but the shot clock winds down to 7. One touch, and Van Sickle makes the stop. It's underneath of him. Doesn't know where it is. Now it trickles out of the crease. Net is knocked way off. Preds able to retain possession. Shovel feed to the outside. Lehner with it. He'll shoot! He'll score! Second of the period for Chase Lehner. Offense is starting to feel it. And look at the release from Lehner. From about 30 feet out. Absolutely rips one home and doubles up on their lead 3-1 for Prince Albert. Predators earn another draw win, and they're going to go right to the goal. Van Sickle makes the save. Left glove kept it down. So special teams has come back to bite the Bears a little bit here early. Lots of time to work with, although trailing by 2. And the shots now ever so slightly favor Prince Albert, 10-9 with 8:50 to play in the first period. Nice trail check that knocks the ball free. And look out, a dangerous hit, and that's going to be penalized. Luke Spivey went head first into the boards, and he got right back to his feet. Hopefully he's all right, and we'll see if this is going to be a major or not. The officials are going to come together to have a discussion. But Taran Lazitsa, boarding is going to be the call, and it's just going to be 2 minutes. Yikes. Right in the change box. The Bears will again look to their power play. A goal here would absolutely electrify their bench. So they'll go motion to the far side. Spinning back on a screen set by Rant, and Juchas makes the stop with his right pad. Fresh 30 for the Bears. Power play will settle things down now. Already 0 for 3 on the man advantage in this game. Rant will step into a low one, stopped by the stick of Juchas. And he may need some equipment malfunctions. The officials signal for a water break. But Joey Juchas went and had a quick word with the referee down in the corner right away. Looks like he's all right and might have just wanted some water. So we are over halfway through the period here, George. MSA Ford is your trusted source for new and pre-owned vehicles for over 74 years. They're also the official vehicle supplier of the MacDonald Cup. Whether you're hitting the road for work, play, or a game day, MSA Ford will get you there in style. Visit MSAFord.com today. 1:26 remaining on the power play. Juchas has come out to set a screen to allow one of his assistant captains to sprint the floor and turns into a chance. Van Sickle makes a save at the other end. It was Matthew Cudmore. Now a long pass ahead, just out of the reach of a streaking Logan Hildebrandt. Keeps after it, finds it in the opposing corner. He'll park himself down there for a moment, takes a peek and finds, I have to assume, brother, the other Hildebrandt on the team, Aiden. Speaking of, he'll fire. Juchas makes the save. Ball trickles to the half wall. Hildebrandt shoots, and Juchas makes another stop. Falling to his right to make sure that ball doesn't go anywhere. He's the most important penalty killer right now, and is showing why. There was almost another dangerous hit, this time in front of the Predators bench. It's getting feisty. Game number 2 of day number 2. Sandry skipped over to Lehner on hat trick watch in the first period. 2 of the 3 goals for Prince Albert have come from his stick. Scores! Short-handed! Making a 4-1 game. This time it's Braden Rieger. hardly any room in that top corner, but increases his angle by going for a little bit of a crease dive, but keeps his feet down outside. And just that subtle body fake opens up Van Sickle into the top left corner. So Rieger, Lehner, and Schuchuk are your Prince Albert goal scorers. So they get a shorty. Didn't I say something about special teams earlier, George? So now I believe it's 0 for 4 on the power play for the Bears, and they've given up a shorthanded goal. Aiden Hildebrandt spins off a check onto his wrong side, but finds some open space. Nice shoulder fake, dishes through to the middle, but missed his target. Back towards the restraining line, 7 to shoot. Rent finds a man open who puts it on the mark. Juch has good rebound control to send the ball deep into the corner and eventually over the center line. Logan Rieger finds Lehner. Here's the latest goal scorer. Braden Rieger gets over top, hands free, one-timer, is that in? Yeah, he scores! I guess that sounded like I was celebrating a little bit. More of just an enthusiastic yes. I need to be clear, that's not me cheering for the goal. What a difference a yeah versus a yes makes. 5-1 the Predators lead. Never a dull moment here at BC Sports TV, George. Bears still looking for a response. They found one early in the period, and they found it all throughout their win yesterday, day number 1 against the Valley Sturgeon. Man streaking to the near side, they'll shoot, and a big save by Juch. Thought that almost trickled over the goal line. We had one at one end of the floor, almost another at this side. Double team knocks the ball loose. Pass ahead and a rare miss from the Preds. DiBattista will chase it down at his defensive end and look forward. Nice pass on the money. Over center goes Kyson Garbett-Webb. But then he lost the handle and the Preds will take it back. Under 5 minutes to play in the first, trailing 5-1. There's a man open down low. It's Sandry. Preds didn't realize it in time. Still with it as the shot from the top goes wide. A little bit of a twister release. And Van Sickle will have to retrieve it on the back of his goal. Long pass ahead. Bears want to go in transition, and they can't save the back overcall as it goes off of the stick of the recipient, waiting over the center line. Max Williams, and then back over center. Preds get the free clear. Matthew Cudmore drives underneath on Hildebrandt, circles back, looks to the point. Spinning from distance and firing a shot around a screen was the captain, Schuchuk, denied his second by Van Sickle. Van Sickle now up to 11 saves in the first period on that last one, under 4 minutes remaining. Garbett-Webb sends it to the perimeter before heading off for a change. Rant puts it into the Predators logo of Juch, and then has some words with his defender. Official right there to separate the two. Rant finds a loose ball on the far side. He had it for a moment, but wisely decides not to pick it up to draw the 8-second count. Now a pass down low to the corner, and the Bears will facilitate the remainder of their change. Spivey finds some space near side, runs into a body, he'll spin away. Pass through to a cutter, but it's picked off. A good stick defensively by Toby Oshanik, and he's going to go shoot and send it off the right foot. Van Sickle, big rebound to a waiting Bear in the offensive zone, Lucas Standish. Standish gets it away from danger. Now Eastman Late man to join. He'll sidestep his way into the offensive zone. One more change. It's Spivey back to the action after taking that dangerous hit into the boards early in this period. Gets way outside. Decides to step into one and sends it wide of the goal. 2:40 remaining. George, I'm still thinking about it. I feel bad that I said yeah on that last goal instead of yes. It sounded like I was celebrating. I promise I was not. I was surprised. That's what it was. Oh, what a defensive knockdown. Going the other way for the Bears now. It's Garbutt-Webb. He'll shoot the corner boards. But a good defensive stick by Kyson Garbutt-Webb. And now he'll backtrack as Predators regain possession. Driving and a low shot stopped by Van Sickle. Rebound over to the far side and collected. Bears want to go. Had a chance at numbers, but good reverse transition. A shot regardless and Rant. Check that. Cale McKee dug it free of the crease and will be called on a violation. Pass ahead. Preds having a little bit of trouble exiting their zone as of late. There's their second 8-second count of the period. Hildebrand will fire and a stick save by Juchas. Creates some transition the other way for the Predators. Drop pass through the middle. They'll shoot, and Van Sickle makes the save. Close to back in. But a heads-up play defensively by Jace Morton. Keep his feet in the crease, and almost another dangerous hit. Absorbed well, though, by Aiden Hildebrand. His hands are tied up, able to switch and keep possession, but he's in some trouble in a double team right now, pinned along the boards. Just trying to split backwards between the two. A third defender comes in now. There's only 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and finally the ball is jarred free, but Aiden Hildebrand doing everything he can to get out of the rugby scrum and unable to do so. Into the final minute of the first period. Predators leading 5-1. Pick and roll almost to perfection to the Predators captain. Now Sandry looking between the legs of Van Sickle, kept his stick down, makes the easy save. 44 seconds remaining. And almost an 8-second count, but Jacob DiBattista showed his wheels. Early shot, scores! Looking for a rebound, but finding the back of the net was Jace Morton. Think he was just looking to get a reset to hang on for final shot. But a seeing eye shot off the post and in, and the lead is cut down to 3. That was a massive goal for the Bears just to change the tides a little bit. But a draw win to follow by the Predators. They've been good at the faceoff dot. Juchas is going to stay in his crease. Maybe a 0.5 second difference between the game and shot clock, which winds down to 13 remaining. Near side, Lehner looking for his hat trick goal. 7 seconds remaining. He'll drive downhill, cutting back to the middle, a backhander, and that didn't make its way on the mark. Ball is thrown the length of the floor, and that's going to do it. Frantic action in the first period between these two juggernauts, the Westshore Bears and the Prince Albert Predators, who take the 5-2 lead into the intermission. Shots are 20-19. What a matchup we have here, George. I'll say it. Great start, correct? I'm excited about the rest of this game. Hopefully you all watching at home are as well. Thank you for joining us here on BC Sports TV. We're going to be back after this. Well, George is ready. I'm ready. The teams are almost ready, making their way back towards the floor right now. And those teams in question, Prince Albert Predators and the Westshore Bears, who trail 5-2 through 20 minutes of action. Shots are almost even, 20-19, with a slight edge going to the Prince Albert Predators. Led currently by Chase Lehner. Another 3 points on the board right now for him, 2-1. Matthew Cudmore with 2 points respectively. Both of them being helpers on the West Shore side of things. Singles all across the board for Josh Morgan, Jace Morton, Jacob DiBattista, Kyson Garbutt-Webb, and Elliot Cornett. In terms of goaltending stats, Nolan Van Sickle mans the pipes for West Shore, stopping 15 of the 20 that were thrown in his direction. Joey Juch has an .895 save percentage, stopping 17 of 19 through the opening period. And George, I got to make a correction here actually, because I was sent a message. Davin Ickert. Apologies if I butchered the pronunciation of your first name. The Preds are actually 3-time defending champions of the Prairie Gold Lacrosse League. We call that a dynasty, I think, George. Scores! Early strike for the Bears. 15 seconds in. George, there's something about these early goals in the MacDonald Cup right now. We've seen a couple of them going back to the first game this morning. And we have our first in the second period of game 2. Was that Aiden Hildebrandt putting it into the top corner? I believe it was. Well, make it 2 straight for the Bears. Back to the face-off dot. There's a hit from behind that goes uncalled, but it turns into a chance, and they score at the other end! Preds answer right back. 7 seconds later. What did I say about early goals, George? Both goalies have seen 1 shot thrown their way in period 2. The goalie union may be a little upset with the start of this game because they've both rippled twine. And the Preds with an outstanding answer to reclaim their 3-goal advantage. Maybe another chance here as well. Things will settle down. Still less than a minute into the second period. Pass through. Just deflects off of the stick of a streaking Braden Rieger. Down low to the crease, off the crossbar, rebound in front. They'll shoot, and this time Van Sickle got the shoulder out. Another reset, another shot, and this one bounces just wide of the goal. Still 25 seconds remain on the shot clock. Some physicality ramping up on the near side, and a shot through the middle, in and out of the stick of Van Sickle. The West Shore Bears assistant captain, Josh Morgan, mixing it up with the Predators captain, Braden Shuchuk. Josh Morgan has been credited with a goal in this game. I don't believe, unless my eyes deceive me or my memory does, I don't remember seeing him find the back of the net. I could be wrong, though. I'll trust the stats, people. Pass in front. Here's Rand. Reverse backhand on the mark, but a better save by Juchaz. Dangerous chances at both ends of the floor, and the Predators will clear. Looking back to their settled offense. Flip pass through. Lehner finds a man open who tries to throw a blind shot. But at the very least, drawing a penalty. Sam Cooper will draw the cross-checking call. And this may be the first power play of the game for the Preds. Cooper is come back out onto the floor and will run point on this power play. Everybody getting a touch. Cooper goes back to the far side, skipped across, back to the point again. Cooper off the left pad of Van Sickle. Reset for the Preds. Cooper, backhand feed across near side, scores! Talon Sandry lit the lamp aplenty in their game yesterday and now has his first of the game. I think that one went short side. He could have gone far side as well. There was room available to shoot at. And 2.5 minutes in, it's the Predators who go up by 4 on their 27th shot of the game. Offense is starting to feel it. Cooper, who will get the primary assist on that goal, was back out for face-off duty. He'll head off and switch sticks. The Preds reclaim possession. Barnby couldn't find a man, so he'll just shoot. Big rebound, and the Preds get another reset. Barnby with it again. Down low looking for another is Sandry, and Van Sickle hangs onto the rebound. Only one of these teams will have a perfect record come the end of this game. The Bears currently tasked with some sort of a response because the Preds are in the driver's seat. Major Key lost possession. He's jammed into the bench. Ball rolls all the way forward. Preds get the free clear. The offense making their way onto the floor. Quick one to Shuchuk. He'll drive, shoot it right into the Bears logo on Van Sickle's chest. Quick pass up and on the run goes Mike Perrier. That one took a deflection, might have hit the near side official, but the Bears will keep it alive. 13 seconds remain on their shot clock. Open lane through the middle if they can drive. Can't beat the high defender, and that's going to be an interference call as Toby Oshanik got the stick up on his man, and it'll be a fresh 30. Eastman puts the ball down low. Man open through the middle, but the Bears couldn't find him. They'll go now to the lefties on this lefty strong set. Trying another flip pass. That was also off the mark. Deep into the corner. Preds will have to escape. Just a few seconds to do so. It turns into more or less a dump and chase deep into the corner. As Tucker Prodale was 1-on-2 and fished it out himself, but then threw a pass that was deflected, knocked down, and the Bears will reclaim possession. Having some trouble, though, with a bouncing ball. Aiden Hildebrandt sees a matchup that he liked. He'll try to spin. There comes the slide, and his shot goes wide of the goal. 10 seconds to work with on the shot clock. If they can grab possession, they can't. And off to the races goes Paul Piche. He'll shoot, scores! And the Lambeau leap into the glass. Piche continues to cement this Predators lead. Now up by 5, it's 8-3 with just under 15 to play. It almost looked like for a second he was going to pull it out, but then decides to shoot, and that's going to draw a goaltending change for the Bears. In comes Ty Reeve, who saw a bit of the action in their game last night against Valley before Van Sickle came in for the remainder. But now a reverse of that. Into the game comes Ty Reeve for the Westshore Bears. We'll see if this is an extended break or just a breather. Van Sickle does still have his mask on the Westshore bench, which is usually a telltale sign. Preds will get to the perimeter. Quick pass to Lehner. From way outside, near side feed. Finds Talon Sandry. Scored a goal early in this period. Nice move on a spin. Shot, scores! Give him another one. The Predators up 9-3. This is a sizable lead, but they're excited about that goal, and for good reason. Defender falls down on the spin move, and Matthew Cudmore, the latest to go up on the highlight reel. Look at that reaction. My, oh my, Georgie. Can this Predators team ever fill the net? Lots of time to work with, but the Bears got to slow things down here or get some sort of a stoppage, any kind of goal to shift momentum. Lehner, Barmby looking short side. Thought it might have caught a piece of the finger of Reeve. Officials disagree. Reeve does a good job to pick off the ball, and Lehner does a good job as well to pick it off himself. Takes possession right back, gets to the middle, and wisely retreats. Lets the offense get back on. It was Talon Sandry to be the late man to join. Hop step to get up high. Lehner will change. Now he'll be replaced by Braden Shuchuk. Driving, gets the pass off, steps through the crease though. If that pass was maybe a second earlier, he would have had a good look in on Reeve, who doesn't end up having to make a save. Now Shuchuk on the forecheck. He'll peel off to the bench as the Bears re-enter the offensive zone for the first time in a little bit. They've been under fire as of late, and there's a penalty on the play. It looks like it's going to go. Is it to Westshore? They had possession when the whistle went. A legal substitution is going to be the call. I didn't see 6 guys on the floor, but I could be wrong. Extreme Threads is the proud lead sponsor of the 2025 MacDonald Cup and a strong community supporter. Your one-stop shop for customized team or company apparel, embroidery, screen printing, sublimated uniforms, and more. Visit them online at extremestore.ca. There's a couple of Extreme Thread jerseys in this tournament, Westshore being one of them. What a feed across, rebound, scores! What a play, and Lehner completes the hat trick. I mean, look at this pass. The twister across. Reeve made the original save, rebound in front, falls right into the stick of Lehner, who scored 2 in the first period, now gets his first of the second. Safe to say this Predators offense is feeling it. And they're going to get possession back off of a face-off violation against the Bears, who are starting to look a little frustrated. This was a tie game at one point. I believe it was just a 3-goal deficit, maybe just 2 actually, heading into the beginning of this period. Now Sandry gets around a screen, shoots. Reeve makes a nice stick save, looking ahead for a quick transition pass. Lobs it out of the reach of everybody except for his intended target. Now Hildebrand catches it on the run. There's a man streaking off the bench, and Majorkey. Hildebrand makes a nice move and puts it off the crossbar. That close to getting back onto the score sheet. Aiden Hildebrand put his defender through the spin cycle. Jason Morton looking through to the middle. The pass is on, but a better save by Joey Chuchez. And a penalty behind the play. He's going to put the Bears onto the power play. Owen Bear will make the march towards the sin bin. Breathe, Georgie, breathe. Well, again, going back to the first period, special teams has been a point of emphasis, I'll say, in this game for the Bears. So they had plenty of chances to really pile up the scoring in the opening frame, but were unsuccessful on the power play and gave up a shorthanded goal. So something they have to be aware of, and if they do find themselves on the losing end of this game, you know that that's going to be a continued point of emphasis for them looking towards day 3 of the MacDonald Cup. Got to take advantage of the chances when they're presented to you, and ideally in their eyes, they can start that off right now. Major key swings across, gets the fake return feed. They score anyways. Hildebrand from distance. In tight, and now from the outside. Speaking of taking advantage of your chances. Oh, it looked like he was just surprised by the defender not sliding over. Honestly, it kind of looked like shooting was the last thing that he wanted to do, but ends up being the right decision, cuts the lead down to 6. Lots of work to be done still, but a good start for the Bears. 11:53 to play in this second period. Off the face-off. Chance at one end for Cale McKee, but he lost it. Now a chance the other way. It turns into a break, and Reeve makes the swinging glove save. Just keeps that foot in the crease to maintain the handle. Now 11:25 left in the frame. Room to drive. Hildebrand liked what he saw. It'll be a crease violation due to the contact by Logan Hildebrand. He'll retreat back to the defensive end. Shots now 37-25 for the Predators. Shot high into the shoulder of Reeve. Rebound falls to the near side. It eluded a couple of players, one per side. Now Olsen lost the handle. A heavy forecheck by the Predators to earn possession back. Falling to the far side, here's Riley Prediger. 15 to shoot. Getting around the high defender, running into a double team, still with possession somehow, and Reeve makes the save on Braden Rieger. And he's shaken up in the middle of the floor. They did still get a shot off, but Rieger is in some discomfort. So the trainer will come out, and looks like he's grasping up at his face mask. He's going to go off for some repairs, but able to get up under his own power. As always, that's the first welcome sight. And he is going to stay on the bench, so might just need some repairs to his equipment. So he throws the helmet right back on, and his team will try to earn him a goal here. Looking to reclaim that 7-goal lead. Pick and roll almost worked. Sandry takes possession. Thought about the shot, instead goes to the outside. Now the righties to go to work. Big windup, bigger shot, bigger save. Riley Prediger skips one across. Sandry one hand on his stick, able to knock it down. Looking short side. Oh, beat Reeve, but not the post. It'll ricochet all the way back to the restraining line. Sandry, sharp shooter for this Preds team. Granby finds a man open through the middle. Reeve makes the save. Sandry is again right there hunting for the rebound. But Ty Reeve, who's been good since coming in. Now a fast break chance, and the pass was just out of the reach of a streaking Elliot Cornett off the bench. Loose ball rolls towards the center line. Here come the Preds with numbers. It's a 2-on-1 towards the 24. Owen Rutherham couldn't get it on target. Bears will take it back. 9:13 to play in the second. Predators leading 10-4 on day 2 of the MacDonald Cup. Shot around a screen, and Not sure if that was Juchuk that caught a piece of the post or if it was the shot. Regardless, it remains a 10-4 lead. Penalty coming up to the Bears. Reeve makes a save, sliding across, and a nice one at that. And just as Joey Juchaz got to the bench, play would be blown down. Cross-checking is going to be the call. Logan Hildebrand is going to be the culprit. 2 minutes for cross-checking. What can these Predators cook up with the man advantage this time? Cooper at the point, he'll dish far side, tuck move, shot, Reeve kept his stick down, rebound in front. I believe it's Lehner who found it. Now down low to the crease, one-timer, what a save by Reeve! Here come the Bears. Looking for a short-handed chance, it's McKee, but a great trail check by Cooper. Sam Cooper refused to give up on the play and might have saved a goal here. Now a power play 2-on-1, or a rare one, I should say, for the Predators. Getting a shot off, but Reeve kicked it out and sends the Bears short-handed back the other way. Both teams have now had short-handed chances in this game. The Bears with the latest. Here's Rant. Threatening a shot, decides against it. That low shot looking for a rebound on the money, but another save by Juchaz. Ball falls free, it's collected, and interference is going to be called against the Predators. Lucas Standish was knocked down. 43 seconds remain in the cross-checking penalty to, well, I thought it was Logan Hildebrandt. They have 27 up on the board, which would make it Mike Perrier, which is incorrect. I'm looking down to the bench, and there's Perrier. Short-handed chance the other way, scores! Off the turnover. They had a short-handed chance earlier. This time would not be denied. The lead is cut down to 5. Some chirping after the goal as well. Didn't quite see a number on the Predators player who did a flyby and just pointed up at the scoreboard. Maybe a budding rivalry here as well. So we saw a rematch of the BC Provincial Finals in game number 1 this morning between the Langley Thunder and the Saanich Express. Safe to say these two teams haven't really seen a lot of each other before. But chippy here, George. That'll do it for the power play. Logan Hildebrandt will join his defensive teammates. And another penalty coming up, and it's going to be Logan Hildebrandt again. Scores! They don't need the power play. They don't even need the extra attacker. It's another one for Braden Rieger. Just after he drew the penalty, just keeps after it, spins and fires. Stick side on Reeve. Now make it 11-5 with a little over 6 minutes left. Predators already just 3 shots away from the 50-shot mark. George, a wise Brad Challoner once said to me, if you hit 50 shots, you're doing something right, and it looks like the Predators are going to surpass that by quite the margin just based on how things have gone through this game. Still 6 minutes left in this period, and then another 20 left in regulation. Quick interference call after the scramble play at the face-off. Logan Hildebrand, a backhander off the crossbar. Well, Jeff Fisher, if you're watching, mark it up as another backhand. Hildebrand gets his own rebound in the corner, but he's in a triple team right now. Ball is knocked loose. There's an open Bear down to the crease. Got to find him. Spivey hit the man cutting through instead. Another backhander scores! What was that, Aiden Hildebrandt? My, oh my. The Hildebrands have been all over the score sheet in this game. This time it's Aiden, and I believe that'll be his hat trick goal. Cutting the lead again down to 5. Bears are certainly not going away. Predators absorbing some of this pushback. But anytime the Bears have taken a step or two forward, typically there's an answer back by the Preds themselves. Sandry looking far side, couldn't quite dial it in. There's that forecheck though. Bears right now hemmed in their defensive zone with 5:05 left in the second. And there's the 8-second count, a turnover that'll keep some tired legs on the floor for the Bears. Driving through, but a good trail check by a Bears defender, Callum Eastman. Might have saved a goal, and a big hit right in front of the Bears bench, but DiBattista on his wrong side. He's going to go in, look short side, and would be denied by Juchas. A wise decision by the Predators defender to just take away the passing lane. When you see a defender going in and on their wrong side, you're forcing a pretty tough shot. Remains a 5-goal lead for the Preds. Driving a shot, scores! Faking a shot. And Braden Rieger gets another. Again, we've seen a couple of these types of goals throughout day number 2. As you can see, just a subtle body fake right there. Just takes that short step towards the middle. And that opens up the high corner short side. Braden Rieger puts into the top corner, and it is once again a 6-goal lead for the Predators. You can see him kind of waving his finger on the celebration. Again, he knows that was a pretty one. Now Lehner to the latest goal scorer, Braden Rieger. Looking for a cutter on the roll. It was just out of their reach. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Barnby finds it, gets it up high now to Rieger. He'll step into a low shot, didn't miss by much, but it does go all the way down the floor off the end glass. 3:43 left in the second. Connor Rant will take possession in the corner. For a moment, there was no defensive help down low if he could just beat that first man, but instead takes it up high. Now to Aiden Hildebrand, and a good stick check from behind, but he picks it up off the concrete, looking to the near side. Major Key bobbled it. It ricochets in the other direction, and here come the Predators. Owen Bear picks it up on the run, takes a peek back to center. So there's a Predator that went off limping. It was Luke Eggerman. Major Key, who was the one who bobbled it a moment ago, gets over center, but then stumbles. Quick to get back to his feet, still with possession, under 3 to play. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Major Key's in some trouble. Gets away from it thanks to some help from Spivey. There's another triple team defensively. Still with it though somehow is Standish. Oh, and a big slash by Standish. So he gets a cross check behind the play. Are we going to get some rough stuff here? The officials come over to separate the two. Standish, a little frustrated. So he gives off that slash. That's at least going to be a 2. Net is empty for the Predators. 6-on-5 here. Reeve makes a save. Rebound up for grabs. None of the Bears wanted to pick it up. Predators going to work here. Reeve got across, but the shot didn't come. Now it goes to the perimeter once again. Shot off the post and way out of play. So slashing is going to be the call, and I'm kind of wondering if the officials can't remember what the number was. But Standish has come off the bench and making his way towards center. That's one of those plays, I think, George, where I'm probably hiding on the bench. Hey, if you don't remember my number, wasn't me. Well, we'll call him Honest Lucas Standish. So he'll take a seat now for 2 or less. 1:55 left in the period. And this Predators power play has been pretty good to say the least. That one goes off the post. The last power play goal came from that man, Talon Sandry. As that one goes off the iron and out of play, so possession Bears. I really do think if come the third period, the Westshore Bears can kind of keep their heads, keep their composure a little bit. They have a chance at this game. But they kind of have to be perfect from this point forward. They'll turn the ball over. Numbers on the power play right now for the Preds. Backhander, Reeve makes the stick save. Long pass forward, out of the reach of McKee. Prince Albert will take it back. Tucker Prodale gets it over the center line, takes a peek to the bench. We'll get the power play back on with 68 seconds remaining. 1:10 left in their power play. So if there's no goal here, there will be about 5 seconds of carryover time. They're going to try the hidden ball trick. It doesn't fool the defenders. Pass one, timer, and did Reeve get a piece? Might have went off the back of the net. Prince Albert, captain, would be denied this time, and the Bears just dump and chase in deep. Major Key was in behind everybody. Hildebrand trying to get through. He'll shoot blindly, goes off the end boards. Can't find the rebound. Now 27 seconds left in the period. Heavy screen is set. Preds able to clear. So shot clock can be turned off here. 17 seconds remaining. Power play back onto the floor. Late defensive change brings Horton back on. Pass to the point. Shot wide. Rebound will almost miss everybody. The Preds do keep it alive. Down to the corner. Backhand feed across and just wide of the goal. Maybe a last second chance here, but the clock will wind down. George, we can catch our breath here. What a period between these two clubs. Ty Reeve has come into the game to take over the goaltending duties for the Westshore Bears and has looked strong since doing so. But his team has some work to do with 20 minutes left in regulation, trailing by 6. They'll have 5 more seconds to kill of their slashing minor. But just 20 minutes remain here, Georgie. I can hardly wait. Day 2 at the MacDonald Cup. Thanks for joining us on BC Sports TV. 20 miles, 20 smiles. Cameraman extraordinaire George Para. It's BC Sports TV. Tino Farah. It's the Westshore Bears and the Prince Albert Predators, who lead 12-6 through 40 minutes of action and have about 5 seconds of power play time remaining to work with. George, do you think they score on the power play here? Okay, Mr. Negative. I feel like I should get... That's right. That's right. Maybe 2. Want to get this in here because I've failed to get the officials in for this game. Ryan Mosdell is the crew chief. Noah Johnstone, Ethan Hansen are your referees. Backhander from distance, just wide, and in the scorekeeper's box is Noah Johnstone. Meant to get that in way back in the first period, but I don't know if you remember, George. 2 quick goals got me all frazzled. Yeah, something got in the way. Shots are 47-33 in favor of Prince Albert. Well, 52-32 according to the scoreboard. I'm going by the stats people currently. And Prince Albert at one point in that second period went on a run of 5 straight goals. They might find their first of the third here, but Reeve makes the save. He's been strong since coming into this game midway through the second period, and he's got to stop here early in the second. The teams would then more or less trade goals the rest of the way through the period when the Westshore Bears finally found their scoring touch again, thanks to that beauty of a backhander by Aiden Hildebrandt. But now still trail by 6 with a little less than 20 remaining, 18:40 to be exact. As Joey Juchaz, excuse me. I don't know why that name is a tongue twister for me. Apologies, Joey Juchaz. Speaking of, he's made 27 saves in this game, good enough for an .818 save percentage, getting his first bit of MacDonald Cup action in this game. Pass to the near side and a drive downhill, almost putting it underneath the bar. Bit of handiwork there from Braden Rieger, who goes in a back-checking effort to knock his man down, but the Bears keep play alive. Here's Spivey. Takes a slash from behind. That's going to be penalized. Reeve making the dash towards the bench. 6-on-5 coming up. Morton will be the late man to join the play. Here's Connor Rant. 5 on the shot clock. Nobody slides over to him, so he fires it wide of the goal. That ricochets back towards Standish. And Braden Rieger will make the slow jaunt over towards the penalty box. 2 minutes for slashing. The official says, you cannot do that. And I don't totally disagree with him, George. So we'll see. I mentioned earlier the Bears had to take advantage of some of these power play opportunities, and right on cue they did so in the second period. Now they'll need some more of that, as Aiden Hildebrandt will run point. She's playing pass from the far side, now near Standish. Back to Hildebrandt. Standish again, now far side feed, downhill shot, didn't get through. Hit a defender in front, now just 10 seconds remain on the shot clock. Hildebrandt skips across, ran a sidearm bouncer, stopped well by Juchaz. Steps out of his crease to clear some space. Some more rough stuff behind the play, but the Predators able to go forward regardless. And then McKee takes it away. He's going to turn on the Jets. Had a chance at an odd man rush, but reverse transition. And a good effort at that by the Predators. Penalty killers back onto the floor. The power play of the Bears just getting out now and already over halfway through their shot clock. 60 seconds remaining in their power play. Hildebrandt decides to just shoot. Almost goes over the goal line. Juchaz went for the sweep across. Doesn't need to, and then he steps over. Turnover caused. Rant takes it back. 40 seconds left on the man advantage. Rant is going to run point this time around. 3 lefties to the 2 righties on the far side. Back to Rant, backpedaling, he'll shoot. A low shot into the stick of Juchas. Rebound falls in front, and the Bears get it once again. And the pass just missed Rant. Swing and a miss, and it goes back over center. He looked frustrated after that, and rightfully so. Almost another shot of the power play. But instead, the Predators will be able to kill the remainder here. Just 20 seconds to go. As Cudmore tries to spin through a double team, he dropped the ball. Rolls into the end boards. Bodies collide. It's a 3-versus-2 battle, and the Predators win that despite having the two. Now Cudmore scores! It'll be a shorty, and there was a penalty on the play as well. But the effort of Matthew Cudmore there to dig it free from the corner. Again, that was a 3-on-2. But it was the Bears who had numbers in that case. Matthew Cudmore just continues to go after it and wins the battle, takes it free to an open spot, and scores a goal to wash out the delayed Bears penalty. Now 13-6. And look out here, the penalty box is open, and there was almost a collision right in front. But back to 5-on-5. The goal scorer, Cudmore, is back onto the floor and with possession now. Sends it down low. Riley Prediger. Up high to Lehner. Puts it across to the far side. Now Sandry. Cudmore down low. Lehner. Check that. It was Rieger. Took a step through and got the shot off. Now Sandry has his stick knocked. Hildebrandt. Both Hildebrandts, going on a rush in the other direction. Predators right now just leaving a man in the offensive zone. Now off to the bench goes Rieger. Aiden Hildebrandt spins away. 10 to shoot. He'll fire almost between the legs of Juchuk. Tries a wraparound, no goal. It went over the goal line, but crease is the call. He scored a backhander in this one. Almost an even prettier one from behind the net. Now the Preds look for another chance. It's the captain going in tight, and Reeves shuts the door. Lob pass ahead, connects. Clock is not the friend of the Westshore Bears right now. Trying to improve their record against this Predators team, who, if you missed it earlier, champions of the Prairie Gold Lacrosse League the last 3 years in a row, including a perfect season last year, 20-0. I can think of another lacrosse team that just recently won their 3rd straight championship. Can you guess who I'm talking about here, George? They wear a lot of orange. It's the Buffalo Bandits, in case you were wondering, if it wasn't obvious. Here's Spivey, over top. Gets to the far side and dishes down to the corner. Now he'll retreat back over top. Ball remains in the hands of the righties. Return feed intended for Spivey. He just missed it. Rant still has it, though. Now dish through, and a big hit near the top. It was Piche who scored a goal in this game. It was a transition marker back in the first period. Preds will take possession. 56 shots on the board, inching towards 60. There's 57. DiBattista will collect the loose ball in front of his own crease, send it all the way forward. Standish is the first man off the bench. Jace Morton in some trouble. He'll look near the center line. Connect with Ben Majorkey. Late man will be Cornett. Aiden Hildebrandt. 6 to shoot. He'll spin, fire from a tough angle, and an easy save for Juchas. Cornett battling for it, takes a high hit. It's going to be interference. Fresh 30 here for the Bears. Spivey will come onto the floor for some fresh legs, replacing Connor Rant. Standish with possession. Here is Spivey. Pressure comes early. Tries to get over top. He does, but a good switch by the Predators defenders. Standish. Backpedals away. Now back over top. He has room to shoot. He will, and Juchas makes the stop. Maybe a fast break chance the other way now for the Preds. Oceanic will shoot. He'll score! Length of the floor himself. The defender almost on his wrong side. He uses that reach to fire past that of Ty Reeve. And the lead is now 8 with 12:02 remaining. Clean win for the Predators again. I believe it was Cooper. Now the pass down low is just off the mark. Back over will be the call. Some more rough stuff in the change box, but everybody goes their separate ways, and it will be Bears possession. Aiden Hildebrandt starting off in the near side corner. Gets through the first defender, shoots and scores! He's been the standout for the Westshore Bears in this game and continues his hot streak. Good read. He finds the gap, goes through, and the high defender just can't quite close the gap on the shooter. Aiden Hildebrandt cuts the deficit down to 7. So with that, Aiden Hildebrandt will be up to 4 points in this game. And I believe actually all 4 of them being goals. The Preds take possession back. Clear the center line. Late change before their settled offense gets underway, but quick drop pass to Talon Sandry. Plenty of room through the middle. Firing the shot just wide was Matthew Cudmore. Had that beauty early in this period. Now a pick and roll to the near side. Cooper stopped by Reeve. Sandry battles. Cooper comes over to help and wins that battle. Long pass to the outside. Braden Rieger leaps to collect. Drives underneath. Runs into a good switch. Now trying to muscle his way through. Hands are free. Almost 5-hole, but Reeve makes the save, and penalty on the play. Who's it going to be on? 2 officials have their arms in the air, and it will go to the Bears. Josh Morgan. And we were talking about this last night, George. At the very least, me and Jeff were. I don't know if you heard this conversation, but we were noticing Josh Morgan in warm-ups ahead of the Westshore Bears game last night. Incredible style on this kid. 2 knee braces. The white gloves. He had like the Gretzky jersey tuck going on. Josh Morgan, I like your taste. Big fan. Skip feed down low. Is it in? Yes, it is. Just past Reeve. 11 seconds into their power play. I believe that was Sandry again. Check that, Braden Shuchuk. Sandry was the shooter on that, or shooter position, I should say. Shuchuk down low on the crease. One-timer beats Reeve, and now 15-7 game. Deflected pass, and that ends up in the Westshore Bears bench. They'll take it back. DiBattista out the defensive gate. We'll look forward and get it back up to the offense. Late man to join will be Harbeck. Harvick creates space as Connor Rank gets the swing pass. Happy feet underway, swings back over to the righties, drives off ball. 8 on the shot clock. Swing returns to Morton. He'll shoot a bouncer that falls into the stick of Drew Chaz, who pokes it to the corner. Here's Hildebrand, pass across. One-timer, scores! Everything that the Westshore Bears are finding success on, chances are at one point it's touching the stick of Aiden Hildebrand, who digs this free of the corner. Look at him split the defenders right there and finds a man open on the back door. Safe to say they have found their hot stick. And that's not a new thing, of course. Aiden Hildebrand has been outstanding for the Bears team this entire game. Now they trail 15-8. The Preds win another draw, quickly back into the offensive zone. They have elapsed the 60 shot mark for those keeping track. 61 for Prince Albert to 44 of Westshore. 2-on-1 opens up on the far side off of a pick and roll, but the shot is sent wide of the goal all the way down the floor. Still some frustration coming from the Westshore bench, and I understand it for sure, but they have given this Prince Albert team some troubles at different points and something to build off of. When they go back to review the tape, I think they're going to be able to acknowledge some holes that they'd like to clean up in terms of their game, and ideally in their eyes they'll get some sort of a rematch against this team at some point in the tournament. A little bit of revenge. So there's a drawn penalty coming up against Prince Albert. Nice move. Morton takes a high hit. He's knocked down as the shot is wide. Reeve to the bench, 6-on-5 coming up. Spivey looks to put it between the legs, and he will. Spivey from the corner. Work back out in front of the crease, and with the extra attacker, says, we don't need the power play, fellas. I'll do the work. Makes this a 15-9 game. Looks like he just out-muscled Juchaz there. Luke Spivey makes it a 6-goal game. Broken stick on a cross-check will help to facilitate the Predators re-entering the offensive zone. Here's Barmby. Took a few slashes on the way, and he'll head off towards the penalty box. Or check that, the bench. Two minutes for receiving a slash. Well, right now the Preds are certainly the team to beat. It's the defending MacDonald Cup champions, picking up right where they left off last year and at the end of their season. Interference is going to be called. Check that. It looks like it's going to be... No, it is just interference. Near side official making the call. Piche helps facilitate some room through center floor. Now a lob pass to Sandry, who just kept it on the right side of center. Backpedaling away from danger. Spivey was open in the middle, but just couldn't quite knock it down. Piche, excuse me, not Spivey. A 2-on-1 the other way. Shot and a glove save by Juchaz into the corner. The ball will roll. Toby Oceanic will clear center and get it right back to Talon Sandry. Cudmore, near side feed. Predator, return back to Sandry. He'll shoot from distance, an easy save for Reeve. He's got a man all the way up the play. It's McKee in alone on a breakaway. McKee off the crossbar. McKee will head off as the Predators take it back. Now under 7 minutes left in regulation. Sandry denied by the left leg, and Reeve makes another stop down on one knee. Kept his shoulder up high. So there's another penalty on the play. Shot wide. Rebound collected, and look out here. Bears showing their frustration a little more, but they're the penalized team right now. This will be Callum Eastman. Two-minute for the illegal cross-checking in this Preds power play. Getting a little more practice underway. There have been plenty of power play reps all around in this game, I should say. Pretty heavily favored the Bears in the early stages of this game. As of late, it's been more so the Preds. It's that early shot. Not quite on the target, and ricochets all the way down the floor. Aiden Hildebrand has made his way back on for some offensive penalty killing duties. And based on the way he's played in this game, I might just give him the ball and see what he does. Like they decide to do here. He'll shoot, he'll score! Oh my! Yeah, when you find your hot stick, it's a shoot till you miss situation, and right now Hildebrand is showing off why. If there is one member of this Westshore Bears team that will not be stopped, he's wearing number 15 right now, folks. Aiden Hildebrand is having himself a game. George, I believe that's his 5th. Preds still on the power play for 1 minute and 25 seconds, and the ball is loose, heading towards the Bears bench. Careful of that gate here, folks. A high hit on Logan Hildebrand. He wants to get in on the scoring. He'll shoot. Scores! Drew a penalty, but would not be stopped. The Hildebrands certainly ate their Wheaties this morning. Goes over top of the shoulder of Juchaz and makes this a 4-goal deficit. This game is not over, ladies and gentlemen. 5:52 to play. This was what, a 6-goal deficit at least at one point? Maybe it was 7. Was it 8? Okay. Even if the Bears wind up losing this game, they are showing that they are certainly no slouch. And right now, I'm saying the pressure is on the Predators. Two shorthanded goals against, but they get a power play back. What a passing play, and what a finish. Back up to a 5-goal lead. Let's take a look at this one here, shall we? Wow. I mean, Reeve got there. Like, that's probably an inch away from an outstanding save. But the passing play on the power play of the Predators would not be stopped. Unbelievable stuff as the ball goes loose once again. Bears will take it back. They have a man up, but Hildebrand couldn't get his hands free. Still now able to get it down low, and there's another delayed penalty coming up. Finally, losing possession is Max Williams. I feel like that ball was stuck in his stick at some point, but swimming his way through everybody, and the Bears are going to get a power play chance, and 5:03 left. It's a 5-goal deficit. But if they can get a quick one here, they are in this game here, George. They are in this game. And now, I mean, I mentioned earlier, if I'm the Bears, It's like, hey, guys, get it to 15. You know what I mean? If I'm the Predators, hey, guys, I think we lock off on 15, you know? As the two high penalty killers make a quick switch, so it's going to be Tate Bevan who's going to be at the near side. And there is Aiden Hildebrandt. Motion underway. Hildebrandt gets the feed. He drives. He shoots. He scores! Sock trick. Aiden Hildebrandt. Wow. What a game is right, George. Oh, my. I feel like I'm at a loss for words. These two teams, I mean, like, it would have been so easy for the Westshore Bears to just, you know, like, sit down, fold, and they just continued to battle. There's a penalty on the play. It's Perrier who's going to go off for slashing. This is a must kill for the Bears. 4:44 to play. Lead is down to 4, and they just scored a power play goal, but moments before that, they gave one up. However, moments before that, they scored two shorties, remember, when both the Hildebrandts, Logan and Aiden, found the back of the net. They need a kill here. Cooper with a backhand pass across. He'll get it returned to him now near side. Lehner sends it down low. He'll get it returned to the point now near side. Over top backhand flip. Didn't get through, and Reeve has seen enough. He'll take it out and look for a long breakout feed. Standish is open. He'll get the pass. Spivey is onto the floor, and there is 15 in white as well. Approaching 4 minutes remaining. Hildebrandt will spin. Piche doing a good job on him, and the pass across the crease is picked off. Now under 4 to play. Piche is up trying to clear some space. And he'd be wise to get the power play on. He has possession now and will leave. Now he'll make the dash towards the bench. Top unit onto the floor. Cooper will be the late man on. Lehner sends it down low. Rieger to Cooper. Backhand feed across, and that caught iron. Beat the goaltender, not his best friend. Remains a 4-goal deficit. Cooper to Rieger. Pass down low, scores! Chase Lehner puts them back up by 5. May that be the dagger. It felt like the Bears were inching closer and closer, but wide open on the crease, and he is not going to miss from there. We have seen him score in some much different looking positions that were a lot more difficult than that, so of course he's going to finish on the crease. One-on-one with the goaltender. Back up by 5 and up to 67 shots here, George, approaching 70. .49 for the Bears. Cudmore, pass through, and a big save by Reeve. He makes another one, leaping up to get his shoulder even higher. Ball is loose, approaching the center line. Last touch of Predators 6, so that's going to be back over. Possession for the Bears. 2:44 remains. Reeve is going to come to the bench for a 6-on-5 set. Major Key, Morton, Standish, Hildebrandt. Can't see a number on the far side quite yet. Connor Rant is on the floor. Interference is the call as Hildebrandt got the shot off just after the whistle. Long pass ahead, and it'll go into the empty net. Paul Piche gets his second of the game. As Reeve knocks his net off in frustration. I'm just looking down at my phone. I got a message from Cody Jansen, George, who is going to be joining us in Calgary for the Founders Cup. And I guess going back to Pichet's first goal of the game, Playoff P. Playoff P, we're calling him. That's right. We got Mom in front. Playoff Pichet gets another. Shout out Cody Jansen. As the ball is loose in deep. Bears clear. Reeve coming back to the bench. They still want to go 6-on-5. Remember, goal differential is important here at the MacDonald Cup. Spivey off the bench. Connor Rant would be the trailer as the extra attacker. He saves the back over. Here's Hildebrandt. Tucks through, protects his stick, shoots and scores! Why not? Give him 7, George. I mean, I think we know our Westshore player of the game. These teams are just going shot for shot. I mean, we're only on day 2, George, but if this is a preview of what could be the final, gear up, folks. Penalty coming up to the Bears, and this is looking ugly. There was a stick caught up near the neck of a Predators player, and now looks like a helmet has been thrown. Officials immediately get in to try to separate everybody. Cooler heads will prevail. The original penalty was going to be to Westshore. Surely a high sticking call. And then I'm sure the rough stuff afterwards will warrant some extra just to keep control of this game with 1:42 left. Looks like Jace Morton is going to head off, and I didn't quite see the number of the Predators player that took a seat. Remember, if you want more MacDonald Cup action, this is the place you're going to want to be. Live from the Abbotsford Recreational Center, or live here on BC Sports TV if you want to hang out with myself and George Parra. Although, Jeff Fisher is going to be returning for the remaining 2 games of the day, giving my voice a bit of a break. So you can sort of hang out with me and George. You can mostly hang out with Jeff and George. But the next game, 4 p.m. is the scheduled start time, George. Do you remember the matchup? I'm quizzing you right now, George. Putting you on the spot. No, he doesn't. It's Valley and West Kootenay. Let me help you out. There you go. Thank you, George. Great memory. Great question. Who am I? The nightcap this evening at 7 p.m. will be North Shore taking on Oceanside. Both teams looking for their first wins of the MacDonald Cup, as are Valley and West Kootenay. So plenty of interesting storylines for the remainder of day number 2. So will be Morton taking a seat right now for the Bears. We'll see if they're going to put the number up on the scoreboard for the Predators. But it doesn't really matter all that much because, so they're going to be offsetting, so that explains it. So they're not going to put so I'm not going to get the cheat code of being able to see what they put up there. And it will be a power play for the Predators. I will say that's the right call to keep things under control here. The original one was going to be the high sticking call to Morton, and then offsetting roughing calls. We'll keep this 5-on-4. Rieger, not a lot of urgency right now, waiting near the restraining line. Now they'll go down low and looking underneath of Reeve, who makes the save. Back to Sandry and back to the point. 1:16 to play. Skip feed across and down low again. There's a man open near side. And did Reeve get a piece? Loose ball ends up behind. They're going to register him with a save. And what a stop it was. Sandry alleviates some of that pressure and looks back to the restraining line. Waiting there was Rieger again. Sandry from the shooter spot, down to the crease. One more skip across, over to Sandry. He'll shoot, a sliding Reeve makes another stop. Into the final minute. There's a man open through the middle. Back door as well, and the pass was just off. Bounces towards the crease. Preds keep it alive and send it back to the perimeter. They want more goals here. Sandry. One more down low. Return back to Sandry. Takes a peek at the point. Shot wide. Loose ball goes high into the air. Just a few seconds remaining on that shot clock, so the Bears will take it back. Just 20 seconds left in the period. Logan Hildebrand, he'll fake the shot, make a toe drag around the pressure, and get back to the outside. Bears want one more. Hildebrand will fire. Didn't miss by much, but he did indeed miss. And the Predators will stay hot. 18-13 your final, and they'll remain perfect through 2 days of the MacDonald Cup, taking down the Westshore Bears. Both teams will be back in action tomorrow, as Westshore will play the early game in the morning, 10 a.m. against West Kootenay, and Prince Albert will play the 4 p.m. game tomorrow afternoon against the Valley Sturgeon. Reminder, next one up today will be Valley versus West Kootenay. And we're going to bring you all of it here on BC Sports TV. What a game it was. What a day it's been. I'll step aside, let the ambient mic take over for the announcement of the MVPs, and then we will be back at it again, 4 p.m. Scheduled start time for the game between the Valley Sturgeon and the West Kootenay Timberwolves. Thanks for joining us here on BC Sports TV. For George Parra, I've been Tino Farah, and we'll see you shortly, folks. It's day 2, the MacDonald Cup.